We live in interesting times, don't we? This is a statement that's often attributed to the Chinese, of course, but it is probably apocryphal. Probably might even be an English statement for all we know. But it's true. We do live in interesting times. So when I gained consciousness at around 2022 or so, I'm faced with a great challenge. What kind of life model do I want to use? Where do I want to go with my piece of life? And it is a time, I think, that we're just finishing our first degree. We're not quite settled in our career. We perhaps have not had a major relationship, a boyfriend or a girlfriend quite yet, or maybe we're even exploring alternative forms of sexuality. God only knows in the modern era. It's quite true. But regardless, we're looking for some model. And of course, there are those that are looking for nothing at all, but that's kind of a sad statement, and that's another issue. But let's deal with the ones that are searching. Well, I like the model of the Crusaders. So my life as a crusade. Now, what can this possibly mean? Well, in Western tales, in Western history, the Crusades were a series of treks, of adventures, of military voyages, adventures, if you will, to retake the Holy Land. And we can use this idea as a model in a certain sense of the word. So what does it mean to be a crusader? What would we use it for? Well, I think we would say if I'm going to be a crusader, I'm going to be a crusader of me, obviously, of the self. And why would I want to see my life as a crusade towards perfection? I guess the big one would be I only get one life, don't I, in this reality. Whatever my religious faith, I get one consciousness in this reality, and I must make the very, very best of it. Like I said earlier, if I'm inspired, I'm going to inspire people as well. People are excited by excited people, for sure. And all of us, of course, have inner demons that we want to conquer. So if I see life as a crusade, I'm going to conquer those demons. I'm going to overcome whatever they may or may not be, right? The shadow, as Carl Jung would say. And I would realize that I'm meant for greatness in my crusade. We all are. But our bravery must be tested in the battlefield of life. And along the way, I'm going to fight a lot of battles, and I probably will get wounded, won't I? And those wounds will hurt, and they will cause me a lot of pain, and I'm going to somehow have to overcome them. And as I slowly but surely come to the figurative Holy Land, if you will, I'm going to see a transformation in myself. Right? I'm going to slowly become a better man, a better woman. Now, why do I think we need this kind of model? Well, firstly, I think we do need a model, because if we don't have a model in the modern age, in the modern era, it is so confusing, because every single day we receive supposedly 100,000 bits of information, and it makes me increasingly lost. Which direction should I go? And it is only when I realize, truly realize, that there will always be someone more beautiful than me. Tragic but true. There will always be someone more intelligent than me. Tragic but true. Richer than me. Also tragic but true. But there will, never be anyone like me, right? There never has been and there never will be. But I must make a crusade to uncover me, right? And in this, I think I must say my prayers. I must find a religious belief, whatever that may be, right? I must find something. I must find God, the universe, Buddhism, Taoism, Christianity, Judaism, whatever it is, faith that will guide me forward. And I think ultimately we all know that God, the understanding of God, is much bigger than I could possibly ever imagine. But that's okay, because this faith will give me solace when the demons come and visit me at night. And there is this concept of chivalry. Chivalry means I have courage, both physically, emotionally, mentally, to overcome the forces that are assailed against me. I'm special. I'm guided to achieve somehow. And all I have to do is look around, and there's lots and lots and lots and lots of human beings that are less than me, right? Less than me, and they truly do suffer. I'm so lucky to be me. In that sense, I think we do have this almost divine destiny, don't we? To have faith in myself and overcome all the adversity that could be presented to me. At the moment, I'm walking in the mountains about 3 days a week with my walking partner, David, because very soon we're off to the El Camino in Spain. And the thing that I remark on mostly, because it is quite silent in the mountains, is the amount of life. The bugs, the bees, the birds. Gosh, the other day we saw a venomous snake of all things, right? Saw a deer recently. So you can see in God's world there's so much to observe. And if I'm willing to be an observant being, I'm going to really live a fulfilling life. My crusade will be interesting and ultimately somewhat achievable. Now, for sure, it is impossible to believe, even with immense success, that I will actually finish my mission in life. Why am I here? What's my mission? What happens when I leave here? I probably won't finish my mission, but being a crusader of me, tells me that I'm on the path. I'm on the path to perfection, which is what I'm supposed to be a part of the universe, to be a part of God's children, if you can put it that way, and ultimately to feel joy and success in my heart. And you know what they say. Critical thinking is necessary, especially if I'm going to be a crusader of me, and critical thinking is great, truly great. You take care. God bless. Bye-bye.